morning. Here we go. It's Marvellous Monday. Are you ready? Again, just so you know, if I keep looking from side to side, it's just because I've got a couple of phones on here. Are you ready? So I'm Emma. I'm a personal trainer and class instructor. Run a hybrid business, online and face-to-face fitness. Got a few 2 hours that have been naughty this morning. And this is all about how I can help you. Everything about how I can help you. Good morning, Lee. I don't know if I can help you, but you know, I'll try. Lee's living his best life at the moment in Thailand, so hopefully he's having a great time. Right, so I'm going to do the hoop and chat, because obviously standing here like this for ages, don't like doing it. I hope you are fabulous. I hope you are having the great, best Monday ever. Lee is in Krabi, one of my most favourite places in the world, Krabi. So he is living his best life, but us mere mortals that are just living our normal lives, hopefully we're living our best lives. Are you ready? So this is all about top tips, hooping, daily movement, and whatever I can do to help you enhance your lives. So I'm going to grab my power hoop. I would like to say something. These are so easy. You can take these apart into little bits and you can take them wherever you are. I didn't take mine to Thailand when I went, by the way, but I did take my stretchy bands. Okay, you ready? You get into your hoop. You do up your imaginary zip on tight, freshly washed jeans or an internal zip. You put your hoop on your lower back, put one leg to the front, and boom, I am hooping. Have a little look at my hip movement. It's very small and delicate. You don't need to be thrashing around like a fish out of water. Okay? In fact, the smaller movement like this, the more you're going to work your core. And that's exactly what I'm doing with this power hoop. Look, I got all excited, I forgot to put the time on. When you're doing power hoop, this is a weighted hoop. I haven't put the extra weights in this. I'm just using the weight of the hoop. You want to do every other day when you first start. You only want to do about 1 to 2 minutes when you first get broken in, otherwise you'll just be sore. Great for your core muscles, great for helping reduce waist to hip ratio, great for massaging out your digestive system, and pretty good for just adding some more daily movement, and that's what I'm doing. I also find it much easier standing a bit back from the camera and talking to you, because if somebody's being mean, saying horrible things, it puts me right off when I see it. So over here I can't see it, it's great. But I will come back at the end and check comments in case anybody did comment. Right, before we get into exercise and fitness and Monday motivation, Baby Reindeer, oh my God. Have any of you watched it? So it's on Netflix. I think it's #1 on Netflix at the moment. I've watched it all. I'm not saying that I recommend it, because I don't think I actually do. But once you start watching it, you've kind of got to see it through to the end. It's quite disturbing. So I wouldn't say it's entertainment, but it's one of those things that once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. And if you start, you've got to watch it to the end. And it just really, it actually made me cry. It made me cry, and it was, you know, it's about so much, and it's about abuse, and it's about mental health. It's really, yeah, I kind of wish I hadn't watched it, but it's one of them things I'd started watching, so I had to finish watching it. I did. So I just wondered about any of you guys, if you've watched it, and what did you think? Yeah, I definitely can't say, oh yeah, watch it, it's great. I'm not saying that. I'm just interested to know your thoughts if you watched it. So yeah, so that's Baby Reindeer. Really, I think it's even worse because it's like a true story as well. And the guy who actually acted in it is actually the guy that went through it. It's actually him. So that was a bit deep and shocking. Right, I just had to get that out of the way because it's been bothering me all weekend. We'll move away from that now. Right, it's Monday. How are you feeling? Be honest with me, I want to know. Are you feeling great? Did you get out of bed this morning going, boom, here I am, another fantastic week? Or did you go out thinking, oh, bloody hell, here we go. Same old, just another day. I wonder. Something happened at the weekend. A friend of mine, she was really sad. Her friend died. She died yesterday. Her friend that died was a really keen runner. So she died yesterday. It was a London Marathon. So my friend felt that was quite apt that she sort of died on that day. But it was just so sad because a year ago, that lady was apparently fit and healthy. And then she got very ill, and yeah, it just took 8 months. And then 8 months of hell, and she died. And it just really made me think, when we get so fed up, don't we? Get a bit depressed, life gets a bit much. And I don't mean to sound heavy, but every day is literally a gift. It is. Every day we're on this earth, we're like, wow, you know, we've got to try and enjoy it. I don't mean put yourself under loads of pressure to like live each day to the fullest, but try and just get in that mindset that we are, you know, we are lucky to be here. We are lucky to be alive. My friend Lee, who's watching from Krabi, he knows that. He was out running and he had a massive heart attack, and he actually was face down in the dirt, dead for a little bit, and he's come back. But he's obviously living his best life because he is actually in Krabi, so I hope he's having a lovely time. I have got a story to tell you about Krabi, guys. Do you want to hear it? This is not health and fitness related. Well, it is health related. Does anyone remember the Just Say No song? Does anyone like Just Say No, No? My singing is really bad, but does anyone remember it? I think Grange Hill might have sung it. It was about drugs and saying no to drugs. When we were in Krabi last year, last January, they've like cannabis and mushrooms, all that is really, it's really like a big thing there. When I went the year before, it wasn't so much, but now Krabi is attracting a slightly younger crowd, and there's a lot of like, you know, puffing and all that stuff going on. Anyway, I've never puffed in my life, apart from huffing and puffing. I've exercised, but no, seriously. But I had my birthday when I was out there. I had my 52nd birthday, and everywhere was advertising like magic mushrooms, shroom pizzas, shroom shakes, and chocolate brownies. And these chocolate brownies looked bloody great. They smelled great, but they were like obviously magic chocolate brownies. So for my birthday, I decided to have one of these as my birthday cake. Never had them before. You know, 52, on holiday. I thought, what the hell? Oh my God, worst experience of my life. Don't know what was in it, probably bloody magic mushrooms. I had a trip. The worst trip ever. And I don't mean a trip out on a boat, I mean a psychedelic in my brain trip. It was so bad, it makes me sick talking about it now. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. So, when people go, oh, a little bit of what you fancy won't hurt you, that's not always true. And maybe we'll talk about balance. And, you know, I talk about balancing life and balancing training and balancing with your eating. But when it comes to them, just seriously, just don't go there. It was the worst few hours of my entire life, honestly. And I think where I'm going with this is, it was when I was watching that Baby Reindeer, there was like drugs and stuff involved in it. And it was where your mind can take you to very dark places as well. And I had a very bad trip on this bloody birthday flipping chocolate brownie cake. I mean, that's what you get for waiting till you're 52 to try drugs, I suppose. Just don't do it. It was so bad, and my mind went to really bad places. So it just goes to show, I think mental health is such a delicate thing. I can't believe I'm telling you about my drug experience, but hey ho. Right, I'm just going to start hooping the other way now. So stop. But yeah, it was really, oh mate, it was so bad. I've been driving since I was about 21. I'm now 53, so I've been driving a lot of years. Haven't had, I shouldn't say this really, hold on a minute. Hold on. Touch wood. I've never had an accident. Haven't killed anything. But about a year or 2 years ago, I did. I ran over, a cat ran out, and I ran the cat over. It was awful. And I was so devastated. I was in the middle of the road sobbing with the cat in my arms. Honestly, it was absolutely ridiculous situation. I was surprised I didn't get run over because it was quite dark. It was really early in the morning, and I was sobbing with this little cat, which name was Pickles. Oh, it was terrible. Wouldn't drive for a while afterwards. Went riding my bike everywhere. But in this psychedelic trip, I was going to when I murdered Pickles. It was awful. And then I went to when one of my dogs died. It was so bad. And I was having to use every single bit of brain strength to stop thinking about it because I was spiralling. It was awful. I also couldn't move, by the way, while I was in this drug thing. I could feel my hands and feet, but it was like I could feel them, but they weren't attached to my body. I couldn't speak and I couldn't move. And I just kept thinking these awful thoughts. So, where I'm going with this is, we really do need to look after our brain health. And the way of looking after your brain health is to make sure you're getting enough essential fatty acids. So that's things like eating much more oily fish, eating much more of your good fats, your avocados, your olive oils, your nuts, your seeds, your eggs, all things like that to help with your brain function and our mood. So when we are depleted in sort of like our omega-3s, etc., our essential fatty acids, and we're not eating enough healthy fats, we tend to find we have a lower mood, we can suffer more with stress and anxiety, and things like that. It's a lot more, by the way. It's just that's how I'm leading into this conversation from the drug use in Krabi story. So yeah, so I just thought I would talk to you about that. Also, at the moment there seems to be a massive trend as well that nearly everyone's cholesterol is elevated. And I'm not saying it isn't, but the doctors are like, oh yes, your cholesterol's too high, go on statins, do this, go do that, the other. Now, if you eat more good fats, and cholesterol, I don't know if you know that, there's two different types, there's LDL and there's HDL. And the good ones, if you eat more healthy fats, good cholesterol, those good cholesterol sort of atoms or whatever grab hold of the bad stuff and actually take it through your body into your liver and you get rid of it. So when people think, oh God, I've got to reduce my fat intake, actually no, you probably, yeah, your trans fats and your saturated fats, yeah, of course, get rid of them. But your poly and your monounsaturated fats you actually need to eat more of, so it actually grabs hold of that cholesterol and takes it out through your body. So that's really, really good. So there's a few top tips for you why we should be eating more good fats for our mental health, for our cognitive health, for our mood, for our concentration, and for our cholesterol levels as well. So I hope you found that interesting. I think I'm probably the only person in the world who could go from telling you about a nasty trip into a positivity talk about healthy fats. Did you enjoy that? I think, go on, I think we need a moment of appreciation to think how I turned that story around into health and fitness. Anyway, lastly, today, Monday, if you want to make a good start and you're like, right, this is my week, I am starting, I'm going to do it today, I can help you with a few options. You could come and join the daily challenge. 1 minute exercises a day just to get you into the healthy habit of moving. Number 2, I'm teaching later, if you live anywhere near me, which is Swanscombe in Kent, I am teaching kettlebells in the park at 5:30 p.m. And if you're like, well that's no good, Emma, I don't live anywhere near you. Aha, I've got you. I teach Monday to Saturday by Zoom, and you can join me from wherever you are in the world. And tonight at 6:30 till 7, I am teaching lower body burn. So if you really want to tone up your legs and lift those booties and work those core muscles, that's the class that's tonight. I'm going to stop hooping now because I think I've been hooping long enough. If you've got any questions about anything that I've talked to you about today, come talk to me. I would love to talk to you. If you're watching Baby Reindeer, make sure you don't do it when you're under the influence of alcohol, drugs or too much sugar, because it won't go well. And if you do want to talk to me about anything, you want to come and train with me, you want some more help, just send me a DM and I'll talk to you soon. But other than that, I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys, see ya.